Want me to do it? Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
hold
let
it,
me
and
do
then
it.
you just tap right, and then after that one, you can point it right here and just tap the screen at the top.
Alright, good.
Good?
Yep.
Yep,
Where is
like
it?
right here.
Do it again?
Yeah, one more time.
Good?
Yep. There you go. Perfect.
Did you saw that? I contributing. Now I'm a film. Now I'm a film major.
All right. What is your name and what do you do?
My name is Gary Anatelli, previous owner of Classic Skate Shop. I'm a husband, I have a family, I have 3 children. I currently work for New Jersey Transit, is my current career. I am an avid skateboarder, snowboarder. I really enjoy fashion, and I've always grown up skateboarding, and I definitely think I will do it for as long as I can. I started skateboarding when I was 11, 12 years old. It was just something that happened. It was a birthday gift, and it wasn't the greatest quality of a skateboard. I would say it wasn't even a professional brand that's known. Some old dudes probably know that brand, but I ran it into the ground, and it didn't really last very long. I had a cousin who was skateboarding, and he had a Powell Peralta skateboard. And for the time, it was like an old school board, it had like an old school shape, but that was a real board. So when people ask me the question, like, what was your first board? I think of the Powell Peralta board. I still consider that my first board and like my first professional skateboard, Powell Peralta. I picked up a skateboard and I fell in love with it immediately. So it was like something that I gravitated to quickly, and I got better at it quickly. So it was just something that just stuck. And I guess, 35 years later, I'm still doing it. To be honest, like growing up, I didn't have a lot of friends. I was kind of quiet. I was kind of to myself, and I would try to dabble into, communities or like little friend groups and things of interest that they were interested in. And I never felt comfortable. I never felt like I belonged to any of those groups. So when skateboarding happened, I finally felt like I belonged to something. So that's how I would describe skateboarding, the feeling of belonging. My parents are from another country, so they don't understand skateboarding. They still don't understand skateboarding. My father did bring me to some contests every once in a while. He'd drop me off, pick me up. And I'll never forget this one time. I was down the shore, I was at a skateboard contest, and I won first place, and it was awesome. It was like the highlight. It's like a memory you don't forget. So I called my mother, and I said, I won the skate contest, I won. And then my mother said, well, how much did you win? I said, I didn't win money. I won product and like skateboards and shoes. And she said, oh, well, that doesn't help. So that's what my parents thought of skateboarding. They never thought it was real. Even though they didn't understand it, when it came time to open the skate shop, my father pretty much forced me to run like full force, buy this building, you want to do this skate shop. He said to me, he said, do you think you can raise your family and support your family on this skateboard stuff? And I said, yeah, I can do it. He said, if you think you can do it, then you should do it. I can tell you a lot about Classic Skate Shop. Owning the skate shop, I always knew I wanted to do something with skateboarding. So that opportunity to open the skate shop just kind of fell in my lap, and it was just by luck. So I gave it everything I had. I knew I wanted to have a positive image of skateboarding. So even from like the first idea of what I wanted to name the shop, I wanted to be good-hearted and positive and like kind of like a timeless thing. I always gravitated toward a strong single word name, something that's easily remembered, something that has weight, something that has history, and something that is timeless. Classic kind of just came to me, and it was definitely like something that is classic can never die. It's always around, you don't forget it. So it just kind of made sense to name it Classic. But owning the skate shop and starting the skate shop, I always knew that I wanted to be like a positive community for kids. I guess owning the shop definitely helped me get out of my comfort zone. Owning the shop made me very social. I had to communicate with everyone. I had to make everyone feel comfortable in my space. I had to make everyone feel like they were a part of something. So I just felt like owning the skate shop helped me become a more positive, better person. I think the walls in the shop would be proud of what I did and how the outcome of Classic and what it was like, and you know, the success it had, and it'd be proud of the influence that I gave towards the community, I think. When I had the skate shop, I thought I would never do anything else. I thought I would have a skate shop until, you know, I would pass it down to someone, or someone would come and buy me out or something like that. I never in a million years thought I would ever have to close the doors of the skate shop. It just changed, like the industry just changed. I don't know what happened, if it got oversaturated. Skate shops were always like homegrown, local. And then once it started getting a little bit too mass produced, you don't realize like how much that affected the local shops like mine. I thought that that was the perfect time for me to kind of bow out gracefully and say, you know what, I just can't do it anymore. I'd say the best feeling that I can think of the day I closed is gratitude. So I was just grateful that I had 15 years of that. And that was like the biggest accomplishment that I can ever hope for. I never thought that it would be remembered to what it is now. I get messages every once in a while on Instagram about like kids like thanking me and like, you know, kind of reminiscing on what it was like to be young and growing up during the 15 years of Classic. It was a part of their youth. And if there's something you don't forget, is you don't forget your youth. I had a good run, so I was proud of it. It was really hard. Man, it's making me choke up. Shit. No, but gratitude. That's the feeling I had when I closed the doors.
And now for my next number, I'd like to return to the classics.